Wow, welcome to the beautiful custom studios of Bible Magic. Looks like a garage because it is a garage. I'm not allowed to smoke in the house, so I'm out in the garage. We're going to interrupt our study of David to take a look at a very short prayer that everybody needs to know about. The prayer is composed of al-taschith in the Hebrew. And if you will remember, 19 years ago, Multnomah Publishing House published a little book entitled The Prayer of Jabez, Breaking Through to the Blessed Life. The book sold over 9 million copies. Praying the prayer on a daily basis, according to the book, would result in extravagant blessings from God. It's a great book, and it's a great prayer, and praying it will bless your life. The problem is that prosperity preachers grab hold of the prayer as an example of prosperity theology. They said, pray this prayer and you'll get rich. As if God is a genie in a bottle and all you have to do is rub the bottle the right way, recite the magic words, and you will get what you wish for, fame and fortune. The prayer of Jabez was based on Jabez's knowledge of who and what God is, his essence, and the covenant God made with Israel. So it's not magic. It's based on who and what God is. Now we come to another prayer that's also founded on the covenant and who God is, his essence, his word, and his promises. And it's found in Deuteronomy 9:25 through verse 29. Moses prayed this prayer first. And then David picked up on it. It's a Hebrew phrase that means destroy not. And it's in the imperative. Thus, when all the powers of hell are arrayed against you, or you perceive them to be, and it's so dark that you can't see your hand in front of your face, and you feel as though God himself has forsaken you, this is the prayer you pray. Al-taschith, destroy not. Moses employed the phrase as he reminded the congregation of Israel of an episode in the past. And I quote, Moses is saying, I lay prostrate before the Lord those 40 days and 40 nights, because the Lord had said he would destroy you. I prayed to the Lord and said, O sovereign Lord, do not destroy your people, your own inheritance that you redeemed by your great power and brought out of Egypt with a mighty hand. In other words, God was going to wipe out the congregation of Israel, all of them. He was going to erase them from the map of history and start over with Moses. And God said that he could raise a mightier nation from Moses than the congregation of Israel. The past moment that Moses is referring to was that in Exodus 32, verses 10, 11, and 12. And Moses is reminding God of the covenant. Moses claimed the covenant by use of this covenantal phrase, al-taschith, for it is a covenant word first used by God himself. Thus spoke Jehovah Elohim in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verses 30 and 31. I quote, When you are in distress and all these things have happened to you, then in later days you will return to the Lord your God and obey him. For the Lord your God is a merciful God. He will not abandon or destroy you, or forget the covenant with your forefathers, which he confirmed to them by oath. So the next time you're in dire straits, remind God that he made the promises, therefore he must keep them. And in effect, that just sends tingles up and down your spine and make you want to shout with glee, because God made the promises. He took an oath upon himself, and therefore he must keep his promises. And David had read Deuteronomy, so he knew. And he grasped this concept with both hands. He grabbed it like his hands were a vice. He prayed in the force of these same words, al-taschith, destroy not. He used the same destroy not, al-taschith, in 1 Samuel 26:9 to Abishai, who urged him to slay Saul when they had Saul on their power. David said, no, destroy him not, al-taschith. In the same manner, David claimed this covenantal concept, this inviolable idea behind the oath of God in Psalm 56, where he begins, be merciful to me, O God, and God whose word I praise, and God I trust. God is his word. His word is God. His word is his oath. His oath is his word. The covenant flows pervasively through the writings of David. David never forgot about the covenant. David claimed al-taschith in Psalm 57 as well. Quote, have mercy on me, O God. Have mercy on me. I was bowed down in distress. End quote. And again in Psalm 58, quote, then men will say, surely the righteous still are rewarded. Surely there is a God who judges the earth. End quote. And if you're like I was, you tend to interpret the word righteous that David used as somebody who tries hard not to sin, try hard, and work hard at pleasing God and keeping the list of rules. And that's wrong. The righteous is simply anyone who believes in Christ. And therein lays rest. Therein lies a vacation from striving for one's soul. And even more, Asaph drew upon these words. Asaph drew upon the oath and covenant of God. Asaph was King David's national choir director. The name Asaph means collector. So perhaps Asaph was an historian or compiler. Whatever the case, he had read Deuteronomy and understood it. And he understood and knew the covenant promise of God as well as David and Moses. And Asaph claimed the covenant most vehemently in verse 20 of Psalm 74. Have regard for your covenant. And remember, God said, quote, in later days, end quote. Well, isn't that you and me in later days? So the application of the phrase al-taschith is collective, for it appeals to the mercy of God based on his everlasting covenant. And that means that the phrase, the prayer, may be used by anyone in times of distress or judgment. That means you and I can use this prayer right now, like Moses and David and Asaph, and count on the same answer from God. So, that was a short look at one of the shortest prayers in the Bible, al-taschith, destroy not. And now it's time for the usual rigmarole that all YouTubers ask for. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers. I think we probably have maybe one, if we're lucky, zeros or like it. And then eventually we'd like to hit the 4,000 hour mark of views. Also, shameless promotion, which I will begin in earnest as we begin our next study of David the next time, is I will be promoting my books, which are true crime books. They have nothing to do with the Bible. Like I said, it's nothing but shameless promotion. Anyway, I'll see you next time when we will reinitiate our study of the life